Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, the 1st of September. On the impact map, lots of heat, near record heat building the next couple of days, a continuation of what we've been seeing across most areas. The only reason we don't have it further south is there's a bit of uh, greener fuels coming up. Also, down there, it's just normally hot. You go from Vegas down to the Arizona Strip and southern Utah, but definitely the heat penetrating further north. Some moderate breezes of 20 to 30 miles per hour. We see the orange Thursday, Friday, and a larger area on Saturday, maybe even locally stronger up in our most critical areas in the mountains of central Idaho. We'll have to monitor that as a stronger cold front brushes by to the north. No lightning or precipitation yesterday as we're in this dry air mass. New fire starts in the red, recent fires in the yellow open circles indicate team fires. Looking at the last 7 days, you can see how dry it's been in our northern areas and in our western areas. The percent of normal here on the right-hand side tells the story. Even other areas as well starting to dry out. We see that on the fuels, a growing and growing area of 5% or lower, 100-hour fuels, and almost the entire area is in the gold in terms of being in single-digit 100-hour fuel. So drying is going on everywhere. Just other areas are getting critical quicker than others. And we look at our most critical areas up in Idaho and the Payette. They have risen up. You can see how far they came from the monsoonal showers of about 3-4 weeks ago up to the 90th percentile now. Similar story for the Salmon Chalice area and even eastern Idaho, rising up very quickly and not too far away from the 90th percentile there as well. This is satellite imagery from yesterday afternoon, and you can see some of the burning going on with some of our fires. You can see we had a bit more cloud cover popping up in the afternoon hours. Still some smoke and some burning going on in some of our larger fires, but this drier air mass that was over Oregon yesterday is pushing in today, and we'll see that in a second under the satellite imagery. There's some of that moisture now moving out into Montana. We have that drier air mass starting to come in. So you look at this afternoon's map, and you see this dark brown shade pushing into Idaho. This is extremely dry air. We have high risk for heat, high Haines indices where you can get plume-dominated type fire activity. You can see areas in the brown and areas which are still in the yellow and green. The monsoon here on the left-hand side being pushed well down south into Mexico. On the relative humidity on the right-hand side, not only are we getting single digits across much of Nevada and into parts of western or northwestern Utah, we're getting them into a good portion of Idaho as well. So very dry. Also some breezes here, these dark greens to oranges, winds of 20, close to 30 miles per hour. Most of that being funneled into the Snake River Plain. It'll probably be more like 12 to 20 miles per hour in the higher terrain in the mountains where we currently have large fire activity, but also those winds going on into western Wyoming and drying things out there as well. Tomorrow, on the left, high pressure still in control, incredibly dry, hot air pushing well up into British Columbia. Monsoon to the south, near record heat, where we see the H's. And again, other areas still very warm and dry. We're drying out very rapidly day by day. You can see the low humidities, again, the single digits spread across all of Idaho into a good portion of Utah, all of Nevada. Winds light, except right along the Sierra front, right in far northwestern Nevada. And that's a sign of things to come. We'll get to that here on Saturday. The high pressure, you see kind of shift and buckle a bit to the northeast. That's allowing this little low to really enhance the winds over parts of central northern Idaho, parts of Montana. So even though we have high risk here, the western edge is for the heat and dryness. There are W's in here for central and eastern Idaho. This is specifically for the wind. You can see these winds here, and especially up in Idaho, quite strong, probably gusting 30, maybe even 35 miles per hour areas here in the pink. Humidity may come up 1 or 2% or a couple of percent in the low teens, but still after being so dry, this is going to be a big issue for some of our ongoing fires. No significant precipitation next 3 days. Further down the road, same story, high pressure in control, very dry air, high risk for heat in our driest Idaho areas where we have ongoing fires. Same story on Monday. And then Tuesday, The high still with us. Same story. Look at how much of the area is brown. We have no more green on our map. Everyone is starting to dry out. By Wednesday, a change. The high pressure buckles and is kicked out into the upper Midwest. A trough low pressure coming in will probably be south of any significant precipitation. We'll see a rise in humidity, but more disconcerting will be the possibility of strong south-southwest winds developing. A lot of things can change with the models this far out. Also, a little bit of monsoonal moisture may start trickling into southern Utah and the Arizona Strip. So that's what we have next 7 days. Not much precipitation otherwise, and the 8 to 14 days show still above normal temperatures into the second week of September. Does show a monsoonal comeback for eastern and southern Utah, southern Nevada, and the Arizona Strip, but still drier than normal across Nevada and much of Idaho. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.